Well, hello there, Amazon.com. It's me, Beau. I am coming to you today with my M&P 9C, and this is a 9mm compact. It's about 6.5 inches in length, and I'm going to be testing it with the ProSafe gun magnet. Also, since I do a lot of reviews, I happen to also have another gun magnet right here called Gero or Gero, I don't know how it's pronounced, but this is significantly smaller than this one. So if you have a smaller space that you're working with, like under a dashboard, for most trucks you'll probably be able to fit this, but if it's a small car, as you can see that this is thicker for sure than this one. This is much more powerful of a magnet. See even the magazine right there. As opposed to this little guy right here. It still sticks fairly well, but that's just because there's more surface area on here. So I'm gonna walk through a few hints, tips, tricks on how to install this and what I personally like about it. First of all, in case you're wondering what comes in the case with this, is kind of a dinky hammer, emergency hammer. I mean, it's nice, it's not really necessary. They got a seatbelt cutting tool. Yeah, there you go. If you want that, it's great. It's you can tell it's just kind of a freebie that they throw in there, and a cool little mounting thing with a screw hole there, and they also provide screws for this in the event that you want to mount this in your car, if you are mounting your firearm in your car. It also comes with 6 wood screws. I don't know if you're really going to drill wood screws into your plastic dashboard, but if you choose to do that, they've provided you with some screws and also a whole bunch of little drywall anchors as well, if in the event that you want to mount this thing next to your bed. Probably aren't going to be mounting this next to your bed for obvious reasons, but hey, that's pretty cool. What I like about this is that it's very sturdy. Compared to this guy right here, notice that there are only 2 holes keeping this in place. There are 3 in this case, and I'm actually going to show you how it fits on there. So you want the 2 holes, not the 1 hole, but the 2 holes to be facing the back of the gun. And as you can see, it's on there fairly well. I could really smash this around and it's not coming off at all. Now, a few things to keep in mind. A lot of people, let's pretend that this is underneath the dashboard of your car. A lot of people try to take it and peel it down like so to kind of unlock it from there. You don't want to do that because, well, it puts a lot of strain on these 2 right here. Just turn it. Turn to the side. I'm actually going to show you like this. When you turn it to the side, it effectively unlocks itself. So just turn to the side and then it will come off a lot easier. Don't try to work against the surface area and come straight down. Turn to the side and that effectively unlocks it. Cool, huh? Right? So that's the nice thing about so much surface area like this. Also, if you want to kind of smash it over onto the edge, it's not as sturdy. You can see that it kind of flops around. However, if you do kind of choose to have it pushed over on the edge, that gives you more real estate on this little L part sticking out for a spare mag to clip it right there. How cool is that? Yeah, another benefit of having more surface area as opposed to this little guy. Again, this is a lot more powerful. If you don't have a lot of real estate to work with, go with this. But if you can afford to go with a bigger magnet, definitely do so, because then you can also put all sorts of goodies on there as well. And it stays in place fairly nicely. Also, I did talk with a very good friend of mine who is very familiar with the composite of these metals that they put into firearms. And I asked him, I said, putting a magnet up against a firearm, isn't that a bad idea? This will magnetize this. And there's a myth out there that basically says that it will trap more metal in there, more particles, and it will degrade the life of your gun. You cannot magnetize a gun. He staked his life on it. He said, trust me, it's not that kind of metal. Yes, it will stick to a magnet, but this does not actually become a giant metal magnet. He said it's just impossible. He said, look up the chemistry. And he started spouting off all these things off the periodic table. I had no idea what he was talking about, but I trust him. Back to the magnet right here. So on this side, it's just the metal. However, on the actual side that sticks, you can't stick to the back side at all. That's not magnetic. But the front side is magnetic. And the front side is also covered in kind of this thin layer of sort of a rubberized, you can kind of see it peel up like that, and it's enough to put your thumbnail on it and make like a little thumbnail scratch, so it won't mar your finish on your gun, which is kind of nice. So that is it, my small little demonstration. I hope that this is helpful in determining whether or not this is the right gun magnet for you. The wood screws do fit very, very nicely. You can see it's perfectly flush, but again, they're wood screws and they don't go that far in. If you put this into plastic, it's just gonna rip out eventually. So if you do put this up there, put like a bunch of caulking on there or shoe glue or super glue, but really make sure that this magnet's not going anywhere. So yeah, be smart with your firearms, obviously. Also, it is not strong enough to withstand the strength of a child, if that makes sense. So if you have children, just keep it on your body. Don't have it floating around in hidden areas. And yeah, obviously a hidden gun is not a locked up gun. You may, if you remember when you were a kid, you find things that your parents hide. So yeah, a hidden gun is not a locked up gun, so keep it on your person or locked up if you have kids around. But hey, if you're a solo lone wolf or if you have a motorcycle or something like that and you're obviously alone, this would be absolutely awesome. 5 out of 5 stars, could not recommend this more. My name is Beau. I look forward to testing and reviewing more fun things here on Amazon.com.